Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today we have a new NCT unit to check out. We have DOJAEJUNG, aka Doyoung. I'm very much looking forward to this. I have no idea what to expect. Like I guess I have a degree of expectation that it's probably going to be a bit lethal, a bit of an attack. Because one, it's these three, and two, it's called Perfume. And that just, you know, it creates a certain image, a certain vibe, a certain feeling. So yeah, I guess I have like a little bit of an expectation going in, but in terms of like actually what I think it's going to sound like, no idea. No idea whatsoever. I have not seen any teasers. I've barely even seen teaser images on Twitter because there's been a lot going on. I just haven't really been paying attention too much. But what I have seen in terms of the teaser images, the couple that have crossed my path, they look stunning as always. But yes, very much looking forward to this. We have a mini album with it as well. I will be checking that out just as soon as I can. I do have a new puppy at the moment and he is taking up a lot of time. So filming is a bit interesting right now, but I will get to it as soon as I can. If I can get to it today, amazing, but it might be later this week. But we're looking forward to that. It's a whole 6-track mini album. Love that for us. So yeah, that's on the cards. That will be happening as soon as I can do it. But yeah, let's get into this music video and see what's happening. I'm legitimately a bit nervous. Like I just feel like this is going to be such an attack and I'm not quite ready. Anyway, like I said, not sure what this is going to sound like, not sure what the vibes are going to be, but I'm very, very intrigued. Let's get into it. NCT DOJAEJUNG, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. If you don't know, by the way, Doyoung is my main NCT bias. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're beautiful. Yeah, it's about as much of an attack as I was kind of thinking. If anything, I was kind of expecting it to be more of a lethal attack, but it's like soft lethal, which is almost worse. Oh, why is this so beautiful? Love it. The bass is so good. I love a chime sound. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my god. Ooh, that little break and that hit. Love that. Love that. Oh, okay, this part of the song is my favorite so far. Listen to that. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. Stunning. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going through that again. I adored that. I really adored that. That whole where like I think it starts from about like here-ish. This whole section to the end of the song. Mwah. I love the whole thing. The whole thing is great, but that shit was something special. That was something special right there. Damn. Okay. All right. I have really itchy nose. Don't mind me. Do I have any like initial thoughts other than what I just said? I don't think so. Oh, I will say this actually. So whenever an NCT release happens, regardless of who it is, whether it's a like a 127 release, a Dreamy release, or whatever, like it doesn't really matter. Like whenever NCT drops something, I always kind of go into it with I go into it with an open mind, obviously. Like I go into every reaction with like as open a mind as possible. And I have a very broad music sense taste, so it helps that. But with NCT it's like I go into it with almost I go into it not necessarily with the expectation, but almost, I guess, the realistic knowledge, I guess you could say, that, you know, there's a chance that I may not necessarily completely vibe with the song, at least on first listen. Because as we know, NCT, and I think this goes for SM production a lot of the time, but particularly with NCT, you never really know what you're gonna get. You never really know what you're gonna get. It's always there's always something a little bit odd, a little bit weird, a little bit experimental, a little bit different about it. And that's great, and I love that as a thing, but it does mean that sometimes there are songs that they drop that just aren't my favorite because they don't fully connect to me. And that's just how it goes. That happens with songs in general, but it's something that I really try and keep in mind going into NCT tracks, that it may not necessarily be something that I am fully obsessed with from first listen. So when I do go into a reaction and the song just immediately connects with me and I'm like, oh, I really, really, really vibe this, it almost surprises me. Like it catches me off guard because I have that thing in the back of my mind that's just like, we'll see how it goes. It always surprises me when I come across a song where I'm like, oh yes, that's the one. I love that. And that's kind of how I felt going through this, was just this kind of like very, very, very pleasantly surprised. And I really enjoyed that a lot. Anyway, let's go through it again. Let's talk about some things. I mean, do I even really need to comment on the gorgeousness of the vocal production when it comes to a SM track? I think not, but this that bassy, slightly distorted synth is just I love it so much. He's so beautiful. Oh, I really, really, really like that melody going into the chorus. I also like that transition halfway through the chorus. So we start off the chorus with this like high and light vocal, and then it drops into this kind of deeper, more rugged sounding top line. The bass is everything. Chimes, I love a chime. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, break. That little break and just the way they hit back into it is so satisfying. The choreo is super subtle with it as well. Like there's almost part of you that expects them to like really hit onto it, but it's actually quite subtle how they do it, and I appreciate that because I think the feel and the vibe of this song is quite subtle as well, if you know what I mean. Like there's a subtlety to it, and it's in the concept as well of this music video. It's much less overtly sensual than I was kind of expecting it to be. Like I was saying, it's like soft sensual, it's subtle sensual, and I really like that. Like he just kind of it's still strong, but it's not nearly as like punch you in the face kind of vibe. This whole second half of the song, dear sweet baby Jesus, I fully ascend. I'm fully ascending. Like the panning between the ears, the break in the instrumental, and then just coming back into it like that is just, ooh, it's amazing. And then the chimes and the vocal production, and it's just so pretty. Ooh. Okay, no, we'll get to this part in a second, but I like that, you know, that beat drops out, but he just keeps going for like a significant amount of time. And then, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I really like this a lot. Oh, the chorus is so good. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that. For sure. I'm super intrigued as to what the rest of the album's gonna sound like. Because, like I said, they could literally give us anything. They could give us anything. And that's very exciting. It's always a very exciting time going into an NCT album, because you really don't know what you're gonna get. Like, not even a little bit. And that's fun. That's a fun time. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed with that. I love the chorus. This whole section, I don't even know what you would call this section, because I think when the beat drops out and we go to those real pretty vocals here, I think that's kind of what I would classify as the bridge. And this is almost like it's like a third verse, bridge thing. I don't really know what it is, but it's stunning. It's stunning and I love it. I don't know what was going on with the structure of this song, but I had a great time and that's all that matters. But let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your vibes. I'd be very intrigued to know. And like I said, if you're interested in my thoughts on the rest of the album, feel free to come on over to Patreon. I will get to it as soon as I can. If I am able to, I will get to it today because I really want to listen to it, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.